It's really rare these days for a promotional piece or a promotional trailer to really get me excited or just blow me away in general, but today that phenomenon happened. I straight blew a load when I saw this promotional piece for Supergirl on CW. This whole thing just looks like a project put on by a 7th grade middle school's arts and crafts department. I'm gonna let the whole thing play first of all, and then we'll go back and analyze it scene by scene. And keep in mind, they are using this as the actual promotional piece to get you interested in the show.
The ones you love turn their back on you. That's pain. But you'll see when you suffer the way you made me suffer. You can't touch me without hurting yourself.
That's why he brought me.
We came prepared.
You can't intercept any of us now.
Don't be so sure.
Agent Blake? John, now!
Seen dark.
Now, if that full throttle, high octane, nuts to butts action does not have you on the edge of your seat, well then I just don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Now, I've never seen Supergirl. I know nothing about the character, I know nothing about the show. But you bet your sweet little asshole I'm about to learn, because this shit makes me want to dive in with both feet.
The ones you love turn their back on you. That's pain.
Now, I thought it'd be fun to go back to the trailer and analyze it scene by scene. So it starts with Dragon Ball Evolution's Piccolo saying some super emo shit. "Oh, you don't know the real meaning of pain. My family's turned their back on me, and now I listen to Pierce the Veil in the dark while writing in my diary. Ooh."
But you'll see when you suffer the way you made me suffer. You can't touch me with...
Yeah, this shit here just looks like a cutscene straight out of Mortal Kombat 4 on the Nintendo 64. It looks like a Halloween trick-or-treater standing in front of a green screen while a shitty YouTuber tried to very haphazardly edit them into a scene for a skit they were making in 2009. Also, I'm gonna critique the costuming here. It's not just shitty special effects. Literally everything in this scene is fucking awful. The villain just looks super fucking goofy. He looks like a school shooter from outer space. His fucking stupid cape looks like a shag carpet dipped in motor oil. It's just top to bottom a horrible villain design. And it really does just look like a stock 3D asset that they decided to copy and paste onto this show here. It just looks low quality. But you know what's not low quality? The streams I do at twitch.tv/moistcritical. Come check that shit out, baby.
Without hurting yourself.
That's why he brought me.
There's more cuts in this than there is in most Liam Neeson movies. The shit's jarring and disorienting. But from the split second of subliminal images I could pick up on, I was able to deduce that Supergirl was disguising herself as a construction worker, and then she deactivated her cloaking device to deliver a justice fist directly to the left cheek of the evil Cyberman as he was yanked back via cord. Oftentimes when you see cord acrobatics and shit in movies, they try and hide that it's a cord, but here it's that, like, they kind of embrace it. There's no weight to the punch, but disregarding the punch and the lack of physics in the show, why did the construction worker disguise work in the first place? The supervillain is monologuing in front of one of the main characters in what seems to be an isolated area, but for some reason he lets a construction worker in the front row seat to hear his evil plans. Why? I mean, you know, ideally you would want no one to hear your evil plans unless you've been caught. So why is he just letting some rogue construction worker sit there and listen? Turns out it's Supergirl and she punches him, but still, his planning makes no sense. He would have killed that construction worker or very politely asked him to leave, but he did neither of those things.
We came prepared.
You can't intercept any of us now.
Don't be so sure.
Agent Blake?
Now this Power Rangers battle is really starting to heat up here. There's a lot to digest. All of a sudden you got the fucking Avengers portaling in out of nowhere, entering this corporeal dimension, and now they're about to arrest the guy. One girl brags about how he can no longer intercept them, but then he does intercept the football pass and he mind controls that other girl and she shoots at them. But now I have to wonder if this is all like clipped up out of context and mashed together in this phase montage for the show, or if this is the actual tempo and the actual speed the show goes at, because if so, what the fuck were the Galactic Police plan here? We're gonna try and arrest the man with mind control. Hopefully he won't try and mind control us. Fuck, he mind controlled Beth. Like, you know, they didn't come here with any protection. They didn't have Magneto's helmet on to prevent anything like this. They just came here raw and no rubber, and then one of them gets mind controlled. It's just, I'm a little confused. I imagine maybe in the show it'll make a little more sense, but as it stands right now for promoting this, it leaves a lot of questions.
John, now!
Dark.
Supergirl obviously intercepts the bullet, and then she fires a laser beam at her friend, and I have to wonder how that didn't split her in half, because she's supposed to be the equivalent of Superman or be stronger than Superman, and for some reason her laser just kind of love taps the gun out of her hand as kind of just like an inconvenience, more like a wasp sting than a fucking eye laser. But she disarms her friend, and then all of a sudden the main guy we saw in the beginning fires like a Ghostbusters proton beam at our main villain, who then makes himself intangible, fucking Naruto Toby style, and then fades away by throwing some kind of portal device underneath him. I'm really not sure. But either way, this display of highly talented special effects departments coupled with incredible storytelling and acting, I imagine will lead to one of my favorite shows on CW. And trust me, CW's got some real good bangers when it comes to shit television. This may take the cake. I'm excited to start watching, and hats off to the Supergirl CW promotional team, because this worked like a fucking charm. That's it. See ya.